everybody, and welcome back. I am JWall, and today we are looking at, again, Stonhearth. Well, this is a very interesting thing indeed. It's coming near the end of 2014, and literally 17th of December, around about midnight, Alpha 7 came out. At least it updated on my game at that time anyway. So I spent a lot of time playing it and having a look, and it's fantastic. And as you can see, there's lots of new things. So, new thing number one, a new title screen. So you have the new Alpha 7 picture of a shepherd with a very cute sheep hanging on the end of his shepherd staff, whatever it is. Looking very cool. If you'd like to see a time-lapse video of them making this concept art, then go onto their YouTube channel, Radiant Entertainment, and you can see that with the lovely music in the background. What else has been introduced into this game? So, something really big, going through just mainly what you can see. Mining is involved, which is awesome. So it's a lot easier to get stone now, so to build stone buildings. Roads have been introduced so that people can travel faster on them. The mason is absolutely brilliant, and you can make some very cool new artifacts or objects, benches and so on and so forth. And then of course, the main one of which you can see is the shepherd. So the shepherd has been introduced as well. Yeah, lots of things, and some bug fixes and so on and so forth. But new bugs arise from alphas, so yep, they're all cool. The mining is only at phase 1 at the moment, and they say it's going to be expanded in Alpha 8. But at the moment it works pretty well. But without further ado, let's have a look, shall we? Let's do a new game. Actually, let's not. Let's look at an old game, because then it's easier. I can show you what I've done. So let's go. So it released not so long ago, and I spent a whole hour in the morning, literally from midnight to about 1 o'clock, playing this game. So this is from an hour's worth of play, and already the bugs have come up. This never happened in the whole hour I played. This never happened until now. So there you go. It's your fault. It's only YouTube people that make this happen. So let's pause the game quickly. Right, so this is from an hour's worth of gameplay, set up around here and then built up because they got the berries, so it's a lot easier. And what we got? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. Had 9. I will get on to why I've got 8 now. Okay, so yeah, so new information. So we have a new user interface, so lots of new icons at the bottom. So you got the normal harvest, then we have building design, which is where the roads are and all the placements and so on and so forth. Then we have the mining tab, where you can mine a landscape around. There is my mine, indicated by the 2 lights there. Fight and defend hasn't really changed. In the town overview tab, we have a new tab called the inventory, so you can see everything you have in a stockpile. If it's not in a stockpile, then it doesn't come up listed on this inventory. There you go. Very cool. It's very cool to see. You know, you got gear, uncategorized, so swords, like practice swords, food, and so on and so forth. These are things that obviously will change in the future. Still, the journal, nothing has changed there. So, designating zones, normal as always. So, you've got the stockpile zones, the farm zones, trapper zone. It's all the same. And this, whenever I use it, it doesn't bug out anymore. That's always a bonus. And the latest one is a pasture. Here is the animal pasture here. This hasn't really changed much, apart from, obviously we got new icons. So the shepherd icon is new, and the mason's icon is new. Very cool. And here is a little icon which they've got to be designated, so they don't have a clue what to use it for, but there's just something there. So if you've got any ideas, go onto their forum. Don't know what it is again. I'll put a link in the description and give them ideas for this one. I'm not going to do that because I think they're doing a brilliant job without any input from me. So the change vision mode is the same, doesn't really do much. Slice. Now this is a new interface, so you can slice into the ground. As you can see, it's now lowered the level, so you can see underneath the ground. So I go up, again, up, this is the top, slice off the top, I can see underneath that, slice off again, goes about 4 blocks in, and then you can see what you're doing. So here is my mine, going into the mountain, or into the hill, and then if I splice it again, you can see it goes down into underground, which is very cool. And now I don't know if they got collapses in the game yet, so that's why I've kept some pillars up. In order to do that, you can do a 4x4 cut every time. I don't think you can shrink that at the moment, but that's it. In order to go up and down, I've used a ladder to go into each level, just like outside. So that was Slice, and then the next one is X-Ray, and this is very cool. So at the moment I can see the whole land. It goes straight through that and has a look at anything which is cut into the ground and X-rays through. So of course the houses are built on top of a cut land because the floor is into it, which is why you can see them. That's probably something they're going to get rid of later on. Then the road there being built is obviously also cut into the ground. But now at X-Ray you can see straight into the mine and actually the extensiveness of the mine, which is amazing. So you know, you see where it goes down, then it goes into the next level, and so on and so forth. Very cool. You know, so I could have probably cut all this out and it could be a very big hole, and you can just see how extensive the mine is. It's a very nice little feature. You can see everywhere you go. Although I don't know if shadows need to be here. Kind of an unnecessary added feature. But yeah, so new things. Roads to start with. So as you can see, I've got a couple of roads here, and what they do is they do allow your citizens to move faster, and they'll also directly use a road in order to get to a location. So if they need to go to the mine and they were going to collect something from over here, they will actively use the road because it will be quicker than trying to use a dirt path. There you go. So in order to build a dirt road, it's the same as in the building. Constructing the building tab, so you literally go through, select what kind of style you want. So you've got two different styles: bricked, a kind of a bricked landscape, and then a cobble landscape. Click on it, and then you can drag and drop where you like to be, and you create a designated area. If I quickly get to zones such as this, so this is where I am designating a road to be. I'm gonna have like a really nice central plaza, as it were, inside my little tiny village. And then one thing you can do, which I haven't done to any of my roads, is you can add curbs. So there'll be like a little block on the side of it to make it like a nice street, as it were. Very cool. And obviously, if I don't like it, I can erase anything I do. Very nice. What else do we have? So mining. In order to do mining, you go to your mine tab. You mine. There you go. You've got a 4x4 area which you can mine. If I quickly splice in so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. So you go to an area, you select it, you drag and drop it, and then it will make a designated area. I click on it, and then I can do like a zone. Now when you place it, they'll instantly go and mine it, but you can suspend it to whatever time. So I can suspend that, and no villager will go and do it, and then when I come back to want them to do it, I can just click that button and they'll resume mining. However, I do not want to dig it there, so I can just remove it. Like so. So that's mining. So in order to go down, you literally just splice an area. You slice through, then you mine it, and then you designate the ground underneath where you've already done, and then when you go down the level again, it will come up down underneath, and then that's where you can do your levels. It's very neat. Okay, so I'll quickly play. So they'll carry on building and so on and so forth, and eating food and remembering what it is that they were doing. So we have a new person, don't we? And that's the mason. I'll quickly get the mason to do something. So you can see who he is. So there we are. We have the new mason in his lovely orange top. And now this makes gathering stone so much more useful. As you can see, I have more stone in here than anything else. And probably the reason why they're not doing anything is because this stockpile is full. So I'm going to need to make another stockpile. There we go. And now I'll start doing stuff. So there you go, that's the mason. Doing his job and so forth. So on and so forth. The mason and the carpenter are able to do any other task, so they can build buildings, they can go on through and gather resources, and they can also harvest materials, whereas obviously the farmer can only do farming, harvest materials, and put stuff in the stockpile. The farmer cannot build buildings, which, you know, in any cases will be true. Mason has obviously got some new objects that they can make, which is very awesome. So you can make new fences, as demonstrated here. I have a very nice cobblestone fence with some gates going all the way around my corn farms. And these are very cool indeed. Took me a while to do it because each one costs 1 stone and I didn't have a lot of stone to do, but it does look very cool. So if you wanted to have a couple of stone plazas and different farmlands, and you can easily do that. Doesn't take long, doesn't take much. So then you got gates here, which cost wood and stone. Look very cool. This one has glitch, but look at that, it's awesome as a stone little gate. Then something I don't know what the use is of this at the moment, but as you can see here, we have a pile of stone bricks. Now I don't know if that's used to make a stone building or anything else like that, or it might even be used for the roads. Currently, I don't know. Maybe they're just a little atmospheric feature, but you cannot move it. So at the moment, it's pointless. There we go. Yep. Then we got some furniture, so bench, a chair, stone table, looking very cool. Here is the bench, which our shepherd has kindly demonstrated for us, and some decorations. We have a bird feature, which unfortunately the villagers like to use as a seat, but probably the wettest seat in the world because it's a bird bath. So hopefully you'll go away. Move along, please. Cute. There you go. So there you go. That's the bird bath right there. Looks very cool. Very nice little feature to add. Then mixture of different lanterns. So we have a stone brazier. If I just quickly slice into the ground here. Here's a stone brazier. Creates light at night, so that's why I've put it inside on both levels, so it creates a nice little lighting effect inside of the mine. And then we also have some tower braziers, so just another form of light. Creates a nice bit of fire at the top, really awesome. So I put it around my farm to kind of scare ghouls away, as it were. Just something there. And something else I haven't done yet is some garden lanterns, which look very nice if you were going to make maybe a stone or a garden plaza with loads of plants. Then the pièce de résistance, as it were, for the mason, when he's at really high levels, he can make wall-mounted decorative gargoyles. I'm so looking forward to making those things. They will be awesome. And this is just to start with. Obviously in the future there'll be so much more. So that's the mason. What else is new? Oh yes, you can see here. Look what we have. Sheep! Oh my god, they're so cute. Look at them running around. So yeah, so sheep are a cool little source. Apparently they pop up randomly whenever you have a shepherd, so let's quickly find the shepherd. Slow down, people. Let's quickly get rid of these notifications. There we go. Where are you two? There she is. Here's our shepherd. New clothing, of course, in the red. She'll walk around to start with to find these sheep. Maybe that was causing problems. It was causing problems. Okay, so the shepherd goes around and finds sheep as a wild animal, and she'll use her crook in order to do so. So she'll randomly go around into the woods or wherever to find wild sheep. They pop up as soon as you make a shepherd. They'll start popping up, and the shepherd basically takes the wool off the animals. I think later on they'll be adding more animals, in which gives you food. So you know, you've got a constant supply of food there with just one shepherd. Very cool. You also get wool from sheep, and that regenerates over time. So hopefully we'll demonstrate here a sheep being stripped. Nope. Okay. But yeah, so we get a bundle of wool which we can use instead of fiber to create thread. I don't know if you can do that now for me. Weaver, there you go. Got to pick up a bundle of wool to go and create some thread. There we go. Now I've actually had to put a fence around here because the sheep like to go out of their pasture. They have a designated area, but they can venture away from it. Now I don't know if they're going to fix that, but that's what I found out so far. So yeah, that's very cool. In order to become a shepherd though, our person here needs to be level 3 in Trapper. So if I go to jobs, she is a level 3 Trapper. Now in order to become a Shepherd, that's what you need to be. So once you've changed that, you don't have a Trapper anymore. And she could be so much better as a Trapper, because then she'll be better upgraded. But unfortunately, I've had to exchange it. So in order to do so, I've got a new Trapper doing some Trapper works, which is very cool. Now the Shepherd can do other things as well, so she can harvest, or he, and obviously move and place items, but mainly they'll be going around and collecting sheep. But yeah, so I think that's about it. I don't think there's been any much more to do when it comes into here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm definitely going to be doing a new Kingdom series of this Alpha 7, because I reckon there's so much more I can do now, and to make it look cool and to protect myself with these stone cobble fences. And the roads will be so much better for productivity. There you go, look, moving a lot faster, and always use the roads because it's quicker. So one bug I found though, here's our dead person. Now this was a footman. Now when the shepherd went to go and gather the sheep, there was one here. The footman went along and was attacking the sheep, and the sheep killed her. I know, a bit funny. So I think because they're a randomly spawned entity, the footman instantly goes and kills them. But nothing can kill sheep. But yeah, so that's another bug I found. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you have, please like and comment anything you like to comment. I may be able to answer them, but you'll be able to find all the information in a link in the description to the forum post. There'll be plenty of questions on there that you can have a look at, and all the answers will be available. Again, you know, supporting this game is something that you guys ought to do, because this game is fantastic. For some reason, my ruse has disappeared. There we go. Apparently the splice mode was turned on, but it's not. Anyway, so yeah, this is Alpha 7. And here's some demonstration. Look, here's the brazers going. That is awesome. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do like, comment, and if you want to see more, subscribe. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.